Welcome into Drew's Daily Diamond for Friday, May 3rd. I am Drew Martin breaking down the Friday slate as we got a solid MLB Friday card. Getting the weekend started here. Please let me know in the comments below what you're looking to bet on tonight's card this weekend. All is welcome across all sports. Your MLB picks below, where you agree, where you disagree, where you're watching from. Always cool to see where people are tuning in from. But without further ado, let's get into the games for Friday night. We got a little bit of an early start here in the Queen City. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Cincinnati Reds, 6:10 Eastern. The O's 20-11 on the season. They've played good baseball on the road as well. 8-4 road record up against the Reds. Game over 500, sitting at 16-15. Hunter Green, the slated starter for the Reds. Cole Irvin going for the Orioles. Looks like the Orioles minus 110 road favorites. Slightest the road favorites, total of 9. This starting pitching profile, like they couldn't get much different. Cole Irvin, not a guy that's going to light up the radar screen, but he's been pitching well. Back-to-back starts, going 7 innings and 6.2 innings. Shutout baseball, just 4 hits in each. So the lefty's been pitching solid here for the O's. Hunter Green, he's a flamethrower, a righty for the Reds. He commands a lot of respect in the betting markets. Anytime a guy has 42 strikeouts already, it's just the start of May here. The odds makers, the betting public is really going to take notice to that in the MLB betting markets. But one thing I noticed with Hunter Green here is against the better lineups, he's just 1-2 on the season. Against the better lineups, the Milwaukee Brewers, the Philadelphia Phillies, they combined for 10 earned runs against them. So he's going up against, one like a lineup I would put in that category in the Baltimore Orioles. So I think he actually might struggle here. I think Baltimore might get to him. We get the bullpen advantage with the Orioles. Top 5 lineup in baseball right now. They've smashed righties. Cincinnati, not so much. Their lineup's been cold. We're going to go with the Baltimore Orioles to lead us off here in Cincinnati. Minus 110 price tag. Risk 110 to win 100. Listing Cole Irvin as the starter and the Orioles. Next game up, we are going to Colorado Rockies and the Pittsburgh Pirates in PNC Park, 6:40 Eastern start time here. It's Colorado, the Rocks, just 7-24 on the season. They've lost 5 straight games, 2-14 road records. So when you're playing 16 games on the highway and you've only won 2, man, that is a big question here if you're looking to bet on the Rockies. Pittsburgh, 14-18 on the season. They've also lost 4 straight. They just got swept by the Oakland A's. So I almost look at it as, these are 2 teams heading in the wrong direction, but is it a buy low for one of them? I think it is with the Pirates. Martin Perez, the lefty on the hill. He's got a 2.8 ERA for the Pirates. 6 innings, 0 earned runs last time out. He's up against Quantrill going for the Rockies. He's a former first rounder from Stanford in 2016. A lot of people like him. I don't know, though. 5 innings, 6 earned runs, only 2 strikeouts last time out against the Astros. So not missing very many bats there for the Rockies starter. And this Rockies team, just schedule spot wise, guys, they went from getting swept in Mexico City, not looking very good, to getting swept in Miami against the Marlins. That team hasn't been good. So to get swept by them is kind of a question mark. This lineup, really any way you look at it, against lefties, overall, not very good. Worst bullpen in baseball by many metrics as well. And Pittsburgh, if you're going to want to circle one metric where they have been solid, they have a positive lefty-righty handedness of pitcher to their advantage here. They've been a lot better against righties. They get one here in Quantrill. We're going to go with the Pirates on the money line at home. Staying in the state of Pennsylvania for our next matchup here, San Francisco Giants and Philadelphia Phillies, also a 6:40 start time. It's the Giants sitting at 15-17, 6-10 road record. Jordan Hicks on the hill for the Giants. Up against the Phillies, Aaron Nola, the slated starter here, commanding a minus 145 price tag, total of 8 in Philadelphia. The Phillies, if you've been watching the show, guys, 21-11. Won 2 straight, 13 of their last 16. We've been betting on them. We're not going to stop this money train. We're going to list Aaron Nola here. Back-to-back 8-inning starts, 17-2 strikeout to walk ratio. He's a former guy at LSU, top-round draft pick, the former Raging Cajun, LSU Tiger, go Tigers. I like Aaron Nola and the Phillies here. Nothing against Jordan Hicks. He's a guy that, high prospect guy, A lot of people like him, 1.6 ERA on the season. But he's a guy that struggled with walks in the past, and going up against a better Phillies lineup, I think they're able to get to him here. This Phillies lineup, top 3 in baseball over the last 2 weeks in terms of team OPS, weighted runs created. They've been smashing the baseball. They've been great against righties. Look, bullpen-wise, they're not great, but the Giants' bullpen isn't very good either. Past years, yes. This year, not so much. I think it's pretty much a wash in the later innings. Going to list Aaron Nola here. We get the better lineup. Let's go with the Phillies at home on the money line. Next game up, we get the Texas Rangers and the Kansas City Royals. Michael Lorenzen, the starter here for the Rangers. Brady Singer, the slated starter for the Royals. Minus 115 price tag. That's the Royals at home. Total of 9 in this 7:40 Eastern start time game. Rangers, the defending World Series champions, just 2 games over 500 so far this season. And the Royals, team that made a whole lot of offseason moves. Well, so to this point in the season, it's played out pretty well. They're 19-13 on the season. They've also played lights out at home. They are 12-5 in their 17 home games. They're playing home here. Also do want to throw out a stat, not that I'm betting the total, but they're 10-22 in their first, 32 games of the season, 10-22 under trend. So if you're looking to bet Royals to the over, I'd maybe pump the brakes on that. I'm actually looking to bet them first 5, though, guys. I'm going to go Royals first 5, list Brady Singer as the starter. First round selection out of 2018. He's a Florida Gator, 2.6 ERA. His last time out against the Detroit Tigers, 5 innings, just 1 earned run. Whereas Michael Lorenzen for the Rangers, his last time out against the Reds lineup that I don't have ranked that great, 6 innings, 5 earned runs, and only 3 strikeouts. So not missing a lot of bats. And their hard hit rate was pretty high in that matchup. So starting pitchers wise, that's why we're going first 5 innings here, guys. Going to go Brady Singer, minus 115. Cut out the bullpens with the Kansas City Royals bullpen giving up a little bit of an advantage by my numbers to the Rangers. So it's Royals at home, first 5, minus 115 for me. We got next game up, Seattle and Houston, the Mariners and the Astros in the American League West matchup. First place and last place. Not a whole lot separating them, kind of here, with the Astros just sitting at 11-20 on the season, last place in the AL West, although they did just win 2 of 3 against the Cleveland Guardians. Unfortunately, we lost on them last night. Well, going back to the well here, like the M's again at the plus 104 price tag, risk 100 to win 104 on the Seattle Mariners. First place AL West, they're 6-3 their last 9 games. And in those 3 series, I mean, 6-3 is nice, but really when you bring in, the strength of their opponent, 3 playoff teams from last season in the Diamondbacks, the Atlanta Braves, and the Texas Rangers. So they've been playing really good baseball here, guys. Catching a plus price, Kirby on the hill. I like this kid a lot. 2019 first-round selection out of Elon, back-to-back starts, shutout baseball against the Diamondbacks, and a mile high against the Colorado Rockies. And to this point in the season, he has a 38-4 strikeout to walk ratio. That's one of the best you're going to find come the month of May, 38-4 strikeout to walk. In his prospect profile, it says he's going to load the zone with strikes, come after hitters. Well, he's doing that, and they're not able to hit him very much. So nothing against Blanco, the starter for the Astros. He has a sub-2 ERA, 30-14, not as great strikeout to walk ratio. He will give some free passes. So hopefully this Mariners lineup can get after him, get some runners on base. And again, a huge bullpen advantage towards the Seattle Mariners. If you go full season, the number 1 bullpen in baseball, and the Houston Astros, bottom 6-7 bullpen in baseball. So big late inning advantage towards the Mariners. Let's go plus 104 on the M's. We got 1 game left here as we'll head out to the West Coast. But again, guys, thanks for watching the show. Drew's Daily Diamond going daily here on the Wager Talk YouTube channel. If you could smash that like button, it helps me out. And comment below. Helps the algorithm where you're watching from, your MLB picks. Let me know what you're betting this weekend across all sports and your MLB picks for tonight. Love seeing it, guys. And any questions, fire away as well. If you like premium picks, check it out, wagertalk.com. Experts page, Drew Martin. Got a 5% max limit play going on Friday. They've been 6-0, 100% this season. So if you want to check that out, Drew Martin, wagertalk.com. Let's get into the last game here, guys. Southern California with a possible National League Championship Series preview. The Atlanta Braves and the LA Dodgers. 10:10 Eastern, 7:10 local time start. We get the Atlanta Braves going with Charlie Morton on the hill up against Gavin Stone in the first game of this series, going for the Dodgers. Dodgers minus 110 home favorites, 9.5 being the total. If these numbers move, guys, I'm talking in the 1 a.m. hour here, early Friday morning, burning the midnight oil, trying to find these winners. Bounce back mode off of yesterday's show. Hopefully we finish it off with a winner here on the Atlanta Braves. 20-9 in the season, 9-5 road record. So they've played good baseball outside the ATL. And Charlie Morton, he's 2-0 so far this year, 3.6 ERA. His last time out, 7 innings pitched, shutout baseball, only 4 hits given up to the Guardians. Gavin Stone, 4.6 ERA. At times, he's given up some crooked numbers. He did have a good start his last time out. But really, guys, schedule spot for the Dodgers, this is not a good schedule spot. It's their first game home off of a 3-city road trip. A lot of times, their first game back, they don't, the bats don't show up as much. So I think we get an advantage here on the Braves due to the schedule spot and a slight starting pitching advantage. Both lineups are great. I mean, top 3 by pretty much every metric you look at. Handedness of pitcher, overall, team OPS, weighted runs created plus. So I did look at this total at 9.5, thinking there was going to be some runs. But I do think Charlie Morton can have some success. Plus the fact it's West Coast at night, you never know with that. So pitcher's ballpark as well. But we'll go with the Braves here, guys. Plus 100, risk 100 to win 100 on the Bravos to end it. That does it for the Friday show, guys. Smash that like button, comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Have a fun, safe weekend. Cash those tickets.